and Democrat Gary K. King. We'll begin with opening comments. We'll allow each candidate 2 minutes to share their opening thoughts. Mr. Chandler, your opening comments.
Thank you, Rick. I want to start tonight by recognizing my wife who's in attendance and wish her a happy birthday tonight. I also would like to say that this week and this month is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And every 15 seconds in the United States there is a new victim of domestic violence. And it's important that we unite together regardless of our political affiliation to make sure that those victims are protected. My name is Matt Chandler. I'm running for the New Mexico Attorney General's office. I was born and reared in Clovis. My father was a police officer, Democrat state senator. My mother worked in the schools. They raised me to do the right thing for the right reasons, regardless of the circumstances. After attending Eastern New Mexico and getting a degree in criminal justice, I went on to law school and then returned back home to act as a prosecutor. As my career as a prosecutor, I've been able to successfully prosecute and convict over 30 murders. I've been able to take on the New Mexico Area Brotherhood with the assistance of a Roswell man by the name of Greg Farrat. The United States Attorney's Office, we dismantled the most heinous white supremacist prison gang in the history of the state of New Mexico. I've taken on corruption cases, and I don't run from them. I've worked very closely with Hector Balderas, who's here with us tonight, with the State Auditor's Office, to take out an individual in the Republican Party in my hometown that was involved in corruption. We indicted her, removed her from office, and made her forfeit her salary back to the taxpayers as restitution. And I believe that's the mentality and the experience that we need in the New Mexico Attorney General's office. This race is not about being a Democrat. This race is not about being a Republican. It's not about political agendas. It's about protecting New Mexicans. I'm asking for your support in this election and would appreciate your vote, because it's important now more than ever that we put people above politics.
Mr. King, your opening comments.
Well, thank you. I first want to thank Leadership Roswell and the Roswell Daily Record and the First Baptist Church here for giving us this opportunity to address people in the southeastern part of the state here. I've always found these forums to be very educational and something that we hope will get the voters to understand and get to know the candidates a little bit. I'm Gary King. I am the current Attorney General of New Mexico, running for re-election. And I am proud of the accomplishments that I have as the Attorney General, and also in my career as a public servant in New Mexico. I served 12 years in the New Mexico legislature, and during that time, as a matter of fact, was the sponsor and successfully so of the Family Violence Protection Act. So I think no one knows better than I do about the issues and the problems that are related to domestic violence, and it is something that we've been working on very hard in the Attorney General's office. I have a special prosecutor for domestic violence that is an expert, and we're proud of what we're doing there. I have a task force of all of the people that are interested in that, the nonprofits, the legislators, all of those people. And I think that that's really the strength that I bring to the Attorney General's office, is that I have the experience and the ability to bring together people from all walks of life to get them to work to solve problems and successfully solve problems. And in the Attorney General's office, we have, for instance, been working really hard to combat human trafficking in New Mexico. That was a problem where all the other states along the border had human trafficking statutes. We did not. So I worked with the legislature to pass that. We then have been working aggressively to stop that crime of human trafficking here in New Mexico. So I think we'll have an opportunity to talk about some of the other things that we do as we're going along the line here today, and I appreciate once again the opportunity to be here.